In today's video, I'm opening an entire case of Ghosts from the Past 2, searching for Blue Eyes, Dark Magician Girl, and more. What's up, guys? We are back with another Ghost from the Past opening. If you missed yesterday's video, I opened an entire case of Ghosts from the Past 1. Today, I'm opening an entire case of Ghosts from the Past 2, which in this case is 200 packs. But before we get into that, we have a giveaway. I'll be giving away this Trihorn Dragon, I believe a 2017 reprint in near mint condition. Just like the video, be subscribed, turn on notifications, and let me know down below which of the 9 ghost rares in this set would you like to see pulled. These cases have potential to pull more than one, so you can answer more than one. Do you want these 7 packs for only $5? Well, of course I do, Ruxin. How do I get them? Simple answer. Click the link down below, head on over to Whatnot, create an account, and you're gonna get $15 free credit to use anywhere on the app. Now, if you check out my profile, Ruxin34.com, you can see that I have a $20 bundle of Yu-Gi-Oh packs listed. So $20 minus $15 free credit, you're gonna get $5 only to buy those 7 packs. But wait, there's more. If you're a new user, you get this Stampede pack for free with your first purchase, giving you 8 packs for $5 plus shipping. Okay, let's get right into it. So 200 packs will be open today. Sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, enjoy this longer video. I'm opening this for Sabri, I don't know how to say the name, but he sent me 2 cases. One Ghost from the Past 1, one Ghost from the Past 2 to open up. Yesterday, I'm not going to spoil anything right now. This is spoiler alert, so if you haven't watched yesterday, go watch it. We didn't get any ghost shares. So today we're going to try to turn that around and do a little bit better, because guess what? No ghost shares is not exactly the goal. The goal is to get ghost shares. So the good side is this case is there's potential to get more than just 1. 0 apparently, but you can get more than 1. You can get up to like 8 sometimes on these cases, but you can also get 0. So I'm just praying that's not the case, because that would be really terrible. So I'm not going to do a pack trick every time. It'll be the 3rd card when we potentially get a ghost rare. So I'm hoping that that will happen in this video. Hope you guys are enjoying the openings of the ghost rares. If you want to see something else opened, let me know in the comments so I can, try to acquire it, try to make it happen. Let me know which openings you guys enjoy, what you guys still want to see, because I'm trying to figure that out. I kind of talked about it yesterday, but I'm trying to figure out what openings you guys want on the channel, and I can try to make it happen. You know, if it's like LB first, it's like, yeah, I'm sure I would love to open that, but that's not gonna be opened all the time, but I will do my best. Dark Alligator. Ghost from the Past 2 has 9 ghost rares. Let's see if I can remember them off the top of my head. I'm going to look up the price guide in a second and let you guys know like what we're looking for besides ghost rares, which is not much. And these Ghosts from the Past sets, it's kind of ghost or bust. If you don't get a ghost, you don't really get too much value. Inside of this set, I mean, there's some obvious ones that are like on the art. So we have Cyber Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, Red Dragon Archfiend, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Dark Arm Dragon, the Eye of Timaeus, what is that, 7? Winged Dragon of Ra, Sphere Mode. Did I say Dark Magician Girl yet? Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes, I think I did. I feel like I'm missing 1. I think I said 8, right? So there's 1 more. Red Dragon Archfiend. Isn't there like another iconic old school one? Blue Eyes Dark Magician Girl, Cyber Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Huh. I'm gonna have to look it up and see if I missed one. Winged Dragon or Raw Sphere Mode. Maybe I've said them all. I'm not sure. So far, we have not hit a ghost rare. Oh yeah, Red Eyes is in here. Yeah, I knew there was another old school one that I wasn't remembering. Red Eyes is also one. That's the one that actually took me the longest to get, funny enough. No, I forgot it was in there. So that is the 9th card. And speaking of Red Eyes, if you guys haven't checked out my Instagram or my Twitter upside down cards. Okay, there we go. I posted a picture of the ultimate rare Red Eyes we got in that collection recently. I decided to end up keeping a lot of those ulties. They were just too nice. I actually sold the Blue Eyes because I need to make some money back, and the Red Eyes was equally very expensive. Not equally as expensive, but in this case, the Red Eyes was in better shape, so it was kind of equally expensive. But I ended up keeping the Red Eyes and a bunch of other ulties because they're so sick. And I made a post about that Red Eyes. It is so beautiful. So I'll pop it up on the screen so you guys can see what it looks like. But Ultimate Rare OCG Red Eyes from the New Ruler back in the day, 2002 release. Really crazy cards in there. Really crazy old school OCG Ultimate Rares. And they're really beautiful. So maybe we can pull a ghost rare in honor of that card today. All right, cool. Now I want to look what the most expensive card is outside of the ghost rare. There's no way. Wow. There's 9 ghost rares. with the most expensive being a $279 Blue Eyes, $175 Dark Magician Girl, the cheapest being Eye of Timaeus being $16.73. The most expensive non-ghost rare, oh my gosh, that is an actual real price, is Quintet Magician at $1.96. Ghosts from the past at least had like $6, $5 cards. This set literally has 0 cards. It's ghost rare or it's nothing. Straight up. That's actually insane. Not even a $2 card. I mean, that's sandwich in there, which is pretty dope. But yeah, if they do Ghosts from the Past 3, they got to find a way to have some other cards that are not just, you know, $0 basically. I mean, there was a lot of this set open, so that also impacts the price. But then this thing called Rarity Collection happened, and anything that might have had a decent amount of value, which wasn't much in here to begin with, got eviscerated into the ground. So, wow, that's actually insane. $1.96. If you don't get a ghost rare, you get a $1.96 card at absolute best. That's crazy. Not even half the pack price, probably. That is wild. So, yeah, we definitely need some ghost rares today to make up for not only yesterday's opening, but that. A Mystical Sand is in here. The Giant Soldier Stone and Ancient Elf somehow make Mystical Sand. I guess the sand is from the stone. Okay, Mystical Shine Ball. Halka-Fibrax used to be something, and then it got banned, so that wasn't a reprint thing. That was it's banned, but if it wasn't banned, it would have been reprinted in a Rarity Collection as well, so that might be the way to keep them safe, is you ban them, they don't put them in Rarity Collection, and then, oh, hey, look, they got unbanned. They're actually not 100 prints of them. All right, let's see if we can get that Blue Eyes. That'd be really cool. Blue Eyes, White Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, Red Eyes. Red Eyes is $97, Ultimate Dragon, $65, so Ultimate Dragon actually is 4th. I remember I made a video on Ruxin Live talking about I couldn't believe how cheap that Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon was, for like how iconic it was. I think it was like $40 at the time, maybe 35, something like that. Could have been 45. I don't know. I want to click in and see what the actual low near mint is. Low now is 72. So that video actually, for a while, I made that video, and then people like bought the card, you know, because they see, oh, this guy said it's valuable, and they just buy it, you know. And then like a week later, it's back to like 40 or whatever. But it did creep up. It's up to 70 now, which checks out. I mean, literally, Kaiba uses the Ultimate Dragon multiple times in the anime. He summons it all the time. You know, they fusion it with Yugi, you know, and make the Dragon Master Knight. There's a lot of cool things about the Ultimate Dragon. 3 of his most iconic cards, the Blue Eyes, make it. What probably, I don't know what the most iconic duel in Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime is, but the one where Kaiba's gonna jump off the castle is one of the most, gotta be one of the most iconic. I think Yugi versus Pegasus is maybe #1 with the Relinquished and everything like that. But him versus Kaiba, and Kaiba's like, I'm gonna jump off if you attack me, is one of the most famous. I mean, if you watched that back in the day, you just can't forget that. It's like, oh my gosh, he will go to any length to make sure that Yugi doesn't win this duel. And honestly, I mean, it was, in my opinion, that was a great episode. I mean, like, that was awesome. Like, if he was just like, you know, if he just beat him in a normal way, it wouldn't have had the same effect. You know, it wouldn't have felt the same way as like, oh wow, like Yugi had to like decide not to like maybe knock him off with the wind or whatever. I don't know what was gonna knock him off. There's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime has a lot of like, you just kind of gotta buy in to the world, you know? You gotta buy in. Okay, this is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, so they're gonna make some weird decisions sometimes, and you're not really sure if the monsters are there, if they're holograms, if they can even be affected by the monsters. You just gotta buy in, you know? You just gotta, okay, whatever they say is going to happen, you just got to believe it, you know, because a lot of it, sometimes it doesn't really make a ton of sense. We pulled a lot of Ferris. If you're just like, so wait, why is he going to fall off the castle if it's just a hologram? It's like, well, the wind from the hologram, or like the power of his hologram's attack will knock him off, you know? So it's like, I don't know. And then I'm sure somebody in the comments will be like, well, actually, this and this and this. And it's like something you could never know if you were just watching it, you know? It's like, okay, yeah, that's an interesting lore dump, but still didn't make a lot of sense. You just got to buy in. You got to buy in, enjoy it for what it is, which is a pretty awesome anime in my opinion. I know certain other people, SEMO, have said this is not a great anime. In my opinion, it is. I think it's really good. It is. There's a reason people liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day, and it was the anime. The anime was hard carrying. They're like, I know now it's a great game, and it was a great game then, but why do people want to play it in the first place? They watch that show and they're like, holy crap, this is so cool. Like, this is just such a cool game. And the anime makes it even cooler when they do all these crazy rules that don't exist. So that's mostly Duelist Kingdom. I feel like after that, they actually set rules like Battle Cities. Like you stop summoning blue eyes without tributing, you know? You can't do that anymore. And you can't like attack the moon and make stuff fall on top of people, you know, stuff like that. Though Duelist, it does fit the Duelist Kingdom better because like Duelist Kingdom is kind of like, you know, you're in the middle of the forest, like just kind of wandering around with other people. Seems like a little bit of the Wild West, like where anything can happen, and it does. Why am I talking about the anime so much? One, I've been rewatching the anime, and I finally got through the virtual world, which I remember being terrible, or like not enjoying it as much. It was all right. It's a little long. I think it's 24 episodes. I finished it, and I was like, okay, how many episodes was that? 24 episodes to start season 3. That's too many. The big 5 part, we could have done without. The Noah part, plus the Gozaburo part is good. Like, I think that's fun. Like, I enjoyed that part. The big 5 part, like, maybe just, you could still have it, you know, as Noah using them, but like, do we need to duel them all individually and then all together? And then, you know, it's just too much. Like, the duels with them take forever. And like, then we have to see Taya duel, who doesn't really duel. And then I kind of like the triple battle though, when it's Joey and, not Joey, Tristan and Serenity and Duke. Ooh, speaking of liking, I like the red eyes. I said Joey by accident. I just sensed it. I sensed his ace monster. Joey, you're red eyes. You hang on to it, Yug. You're gonna need it for when I get brain controlled by Merrick. All right, that is a pretty awesome card. There's a little bit, you got to look on these Ghosts from the Past 2 cards. They do have that like scuffing right there. You can kind of see it, but honestly, this card's pretty near mint. It's not mint, but it's pretty near mint. Nice looking card. 3rd best Ghost Rare in the set. So it's worth about $100. Let me click in on it. What do I mean by click in? If you go to Ghosts from the Past 2 price guide on TCGPlayer, it'll show you all the prices. But unless you click in and go see what the lowest listed are and stuff like that, you're not really gonna like see the actual price. So the lowest listed for this is $94. So that's for near mint. You could, some people might even say light play because it does scuffing, but I don't think it's bad enough to make it light play. So nice card, very good to finally get it. Sabri, I'm probably still saying your name wrong, but congrats. We finally got a Ghost Rare. We finally got one. Okay, talking about the anime, look what happens. You just pull a Ghost Rare. Maybe I should have tried that yesterday. Maybe I should have tried it yesterday. I was wondering if I should do like some sort of anime video, like just some sort of review when I finish, or just like talking about certain crazy moments that I really noticed. And I was like, oh, that was weird. That was like a weird situation. Why did that happen? Or like, why did they choose to do that? You know, there's like a lot of interesting moments, or, oh, they use this monster. You know, there's a lot of things like that as you're watching through, you're like, oh, this is really cool. So I was wondering if I should make a video like that. If you would want to see something like that, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to make some notes along the way and make it happen. Because I didn't think of this until I was already, you know, in the 3rd season. So I might have to go back again at the beginning and try to go through the originals. But there are some good stuff. There are some interesting things, at least. I've definitely noticed since I've been watching it that all of these cards that the last time I watched it, I didn't know, like they were old school cards, but I didn't really do as much dueling back then. So I didn't remember stuff like Regulation of the Tribe was used by Yugi in the 4-way duel of Battle City. Like I didn't remember that. I didn't even know what Regulation of the Tribe did. Now I know that you tribute a monster and you could stop one type of monster from attacking or whatever, and then you can keep it up. I didn't know that, but I know that now because of the Then We Duels and like all the wheeled animes, mostly Then We Duel for that card, but stuff like that. I know all these random cards that I didn't know the last time I watched it. So almost all of them are like, every card is in the anime somewhere. Every single card, all these terrible cards that nobody ever uses, they're in the anime, used by like main characters. It's crazy. So that's definitely interesting when I'm rewatching to be like, oh yeah, Pharaoh's Servant common getting used right there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, Reptia Egg. One thing I did notice when I was watching the Duke Devlin versus Yugi, I guess. Why was I thinking Joey? Duke Devlin fight where he duels Yugi. They just use cards from Pharaoh's Servant. And it's the OCG set too. I think it's the OCG Pharaoh's Servant, not Thousand Eyes Bible, because we got Pharaoh's Servant and we combined Thousand Eyes Bible, which is a set I just opened the other day. Go check out that video. It's an OCG set released in, I believe, 2000. And they released Pharaoh's Servant as well, but it was half of our Pharaoh's Servant set because Thousand Eyes Bible and Pharaoh's Servant put together made our Pharaoh's Servant. They only use the OCG Pharaoh Servant. So they use the half card, like half of our Pharaoh Servant. So they didn't use stuff like Thousand Eyes Restrict because that was in Thousand Eyes Bible, unless I'm getting them backwards. But they didn't use cards that were in the other one, which is super weird and super niche. But it makes sense because like the OCG made, I mean, that's where the anime came from and stuff like that. So they used like that one set, and they basically played sealed with that one set because he like bought packs or something, and then they dueled each other. They're using stuff like Oni Tank, Ruxin 34 and stuff like that, which actually, now that I think about it, I don't remember exactly what set, but I remember it was like all sealed from one of the OCG sets, which was pretty interesting to notice. There's a lot of little like weird tidbits that you can notice if you're watching, and you know, I now have all this random knowledge of like sealed product and of all of the like old school cards, what they do and what set they're in. And so I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't realize that. That's pretty interesting. A Reptia Egg. Okay. Let's get Red Eyes, Dark Magician Girl, and Blue Eyes in this case. Can you imagine? It is possible because you can get a ton of Ghost Rares in these sometimes. It doesn't seem like we're going to get 8 because we've only gotten 1 so far. But we've gotten 1, which is more than 0, and I consider that a success after, you know, what has happened previously. And the fact that many people have opened cases of this and not gotten Ghost Rares, myself included. So getting 1 means you're not going to be in that group. Man, I can't believe this. Like, I knew this set was boom or bust, but I thought at least have like a $5 card in here or $3 card. Not even a $2 card is crazy. Actually insane. All right, but I guess it's all worth it when you can get that Ghost Rare, and like that just shows you we need these cool high rarities, because even when the set's terrible, people will open it just to get those high rarities. So imagine if a set's actually good, you know, it actually has good cards and it has cool high rarities. You know, it's not just, you know, a bunch of million QCRs that we don't care about. They're like actually interesting cards, which now it's Starlight Rares, which is even, I think, worse because at least the QCRs are protected by the 25th anniversary. The Starlights are not. They are unprotected. All right, Dark Magician Girl. I also, speaking of cool stuff that I'm excited about, there is a PSA return coming back that you guys are probably going to see next week, or I guess this week if you're seeing this Sunday, like in a few days. I'm really excited for that because it's a massive sub, and I know for a fact we got upcharged like a few $100 at least. Might have been like $700 by my count, which is a lot. That means that we got some good grades, and I'm really excited to see what they are. I've gotten, the only spoilers I've gotten, because I don't like to look at the grades ahead of time, is I know one of the cards was upcharged to $299. That's a pretty high upcharge for a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Not many Yu-Gi-Oh cards can even get to that tier in PSA 10. So really excited to see what that one card was. I had Chelsea open the thing where they ask you to approve the upcharges, because I just usually say yes, like, because I don't look at them. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to say to those. Like, what are you supposed to say when they're like, yeah, we upcharged you? You're like, no. They're like, okay, we'll just crack the card for you, and it doesn't have a grade anymore. It's like, what am I going to say? Like, you're going to keep the card, and so I pay, like, I have to pay it, so I don't know why it needs to be approved. Just whatever, just charge it. Which, as you guys know, upcharges are one of the things people hate the absolute most about PSA, which is why I have been talking to PCG about potentially doing some cool stuff over there with them, maybe for a little fun, because they don't do any of that. They don't do any of those upcharges, so they don't do a lot. There's a lot of really cool things about them. Plus, I know some people that work over there, so we might be doing that in the future. I'm excited. Not like for everything, you know. I would never sign like an exclusive grading thing, because I just think there's benefits to a lot of the different grading companies out there. But I've done so much PSA. I just don't like BGS. I don't like CGC. So it's like, maybe I'm going to check out some of these other ones. You know, there are some other smaller companies that I do kind of want to give a chance. I know Rhyme really likes ARS over in Japan. Problem is, like, I think you have to be in Japan to submit to them. So it's a massive headache. He just goes there all the time, so it's easier for him. But it's kind of a massive headache to actually do that. So look forward to that. If you guys want to see other grading company options, I'm going to be checking out them and potentially having like a discount code and stuff like that for them. So you do want to give it a shot. They're cheaper. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to try it out. It's going to be cool. I've never actually graded there before, so I do want to send some in soon so I can kind of get my first impressions. And I'm definitely going to like check out what condition I think my cards will get versus what they end up getting graded. So I have an idea how they grade, because all grading companies grade different. You guys remember when we first graded CGC, like you couldn't even get like a 9 on any card. Like they were grading so hard, and then they changed it. So then they were way easier to grade all of a sudden, which I think probably was the right move, because if you can't ever get a 9 on your card, or a 9.5 or a 10, like that's good that you're strict, but then nobody wants to grade with you because nobody likes a 9, you know? Nobody likes a 9. That's just not a good feeling. So, yeah. Not that you want them to all give all 10s, but you want there to be a nice balance, or you can actually grade a 10, but also you can even collect 10s. Because if you always get 9s, you can't collect 10s, because nobody ever gets 10s. They're just too crazy to get. So yeah, grading stuff coming up soon. Super excited for the PSA sub. It's 179 cards. Kind of crazy. Kind of great. Two are my brothers. He had two Mewtwo's that he pulled graded, but the rest are mine, I think. I believe, unless I'm forgetting something, but that should be right, because I don't really grade for other people for the most part, unless it's my brother. But I'm super excited for the rest, because we got some big cards in there. Some big cards. And I don't even want to say the names, because I don't want to jinx anything, because I want to hope that we got some 10s on those cards. Hopefully that will be, because at the recording of this, I haven't opened it, obviously, or I wouldn't be talking about it like I have. Because sometimes you'd over-record stuff out of order, but a lot of this stuff's been, now that I've kind of caught up on the 300K videos that have come out, those were kind of the old backlog of videos that have already happened or whatever. Now we're kind of back to current state. Speaking of current state, you guys should definitely check out the new series, Battle City Bonanza. I think you guys are going to like it. So far, everybody seems to have really enjoyed it. So I think you guys will like the next couple episodes, because I have recorded 2 more of those. Wheel to Anime is also had a new episode on Friday, I think. Usually we post them on Friday, but sometimes if there's like a new release or something I need to post Friday, we post them Saturday. Well, should have been Friday, so check that out. Wheeled Anime has been a lot of fun recently. We have the new revamped rules, so we end up with a lot more anime cards. Just like you guys like, more old school. You guys love old school duels, just like I do. I love the anime is really making me like enjoy these even more, because I'm remembering all the characters. I'm remembering how they play the cards, how they talk, you know, what their phrases that they use all the time, because all the characters have like their signature things that they say all the time. So that makes it even more fun just to remember all that. These cards are even, you know, there's just so much meaning with all these cards. But the old school stuff especially, it's like they have the nostalgia, they have the anime meaning, they have like what you can do with them in a duel. There's just so many cool things about them. So far, only 1 Red Eyes though. We need to get Sabri, 1 more card. I feel like I'm not saying it right. Sabre. I'm butchering the name, but we need to get him another Ghost Rare. So far, 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon is nothing to snuff our nose out. Snuff our nose at, I guess, is the correct way to say. All right, mystical sand. The sand is mystical. The sand is quite mystical indeed. Mega Monarch. Also, if you guys have not yet followed Pokerux, since we're like deep into this video, if you have not yet followed Pokerux, my Pokemon channel, it is not a card channel. It is a Nuzlocking channel. I know a lot of you guys, this is Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, a lot of people pretend if they like Yu-Gi-Oh! They hate Pokemon, but I know a lot of you guys that there's a crossover. If you've ever been in playing the video games of Pokemon, the Nuzlocks, whatever, you definitely check out that channel, because I just posted a new video a few days ago. It's doing pretty well so far. It's, performing pretty decently. I think it's a pretty good video. We're going to have a couple of follow-ups. We played Emerald Imperium. We're going to have some other follow-ups of me playing that game in the future. It's a pretty nice long video as well. So if you like long videos, second monitor content, or if you just like watching it, because, I voiced over a lot of it. So I think it can either be second monitor or first monitor or TV even. It's got a lot of flexibility on how you can watch it. So go check it out. We just hit 11K subs over on Pokerux. I'm giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 when we get to 15K, so I'm very excited for that. Very, very excited. 11K is really awesome. I never thought the Pokemon channel could do that, honestly. It's kind of just a passion project because I really enjoy playing Pokemon, because back in the day, what I did was I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards and I played Pokemon. I didn't have Pokemon cards and I didn't really play the Yu-Gi-Oh games that much. I did a little bit. I had like Eternal Duel Soul and stuff, but I played the crap out of the Pokemon games. So very nostalgic to play Pokemon, especially these new ROM hacks that are based on old games. My voice was going away right there. A lot of chatting today. A lot of chatting. We are getting down to not that many packs left here. I'm hoping for at least one more ghost. 2 would be solid, especially if it's like a Blue Eyes or Dark Magician Girl. We'd be pretty happy with that. So far, it's just been 1. We are trying to have multiples here. Yeah, we're like actually really low on packs right now. This is what we got left. That's like 1.5 displays, 30 packs maybe, 25 packs. I don't know. I don't know yet. It's coming down to the end. Let's have a dramatic second ghost rare here, just so we can have like 1 per case at least, you know? Even though 1 is, you know, from a different, or 2 from a different set, but whatever. That'll still be nice. Have 1 from each case. Come on, baby. Give us something nice in here. Ghosts from the past. The second haunting. I'm being haunted right now by ghost rares not appearing. If you guys have made it this far in the video, you guys are a true fan of the video because we are over like 25 minutes in. So first of all, if you are a true fan of the video and somehow haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button because then you'll, have more of these videos to watch. Secondly, you need a secret code down below. The question is, or the secret code will be, is he even saying his name right? Question mark. Put it in there because I'm probably not saying his name right. Is he even saying his name right? If you say that, that means you guys are true fans. And if you want to make it like really a true fan, you're going to put a question mark and then an exclamation point and then a question mark. So you're going to do question mark, exclamation point, question mark at the end of your question. That way that other people see you, they'll see you say that in the comments. They'll go, fellow true fan of the channel. I can respect these people. You know, everybody else who doesn't say that, you're like, what a loser. Not a real fan, you know? Well, you don't have to let them know, you know, just quietly judge them from afar. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I'll leave your comment down below so you could see other true fans of the channel that made it this far into the episode. Okay. Aluber, where are the rest of the ghost rares? Are there any left? Just a few packs left. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button if you guys are enjoying it. Do not forget to check out ruxin34.com if you want to support the channel. I've added a bunch of things over there recently. New collections, new sealed product, a bunch of stuff that you guys can grab if you guys would like to support. There are other ways to support the channel as well, including that $15 whatnot link. You're going to get $15 free credit when you click it. You're going to get a Stampede pack on your first purchase on whatnot. And if it's from me, then I'll send you a Stampede pack with your order. So check those out. $20 bundles are still available. Also, I have a Starforge Systems link. So if you ever need a new PC and you're ever in the market, especially a pre-built one, go check out Starforge Systems down below and use my link. I would appreciate you guys doing that. They sent me an awesome old school RuneScape computer. It's very cool. If you guys missed that ad, it's pretty sick. So I need to get back on my old school RuneScape grind because I've been slacking a little bit. We are officially down to only a few packs left though. 7 packs left? I've already opened almost 200 packs? Wow, these went quick today. All right. So open the last 7. Let's take it seriously, like very seriously, because there's Necro Slime. We really need to get a ghost rare sandwich. And Destiny King 0 Laplace. 6 packs left. 1 ghost rare so far. Let's see if we can get one more. Fossil King Skull Wagon. Malefic Cyber and Dragon, Rookie Warrior Lady, Dramaturge of Despia, and Mystical Sand. A combination of Giant Soldier of the Stone and the Mystical Elf. 2 from the back. We have Code Exporter, Force in the Sky, Vision Hero Poisoner, Despian Comedy, and Sacred Waters in the Sky. 4 packs left. What else can we get? Tinny Spirit Vishuddha, the Agent of Entropy, Uranus, Vampire Kingdom, Vance Ritual Art, and Dark Alligator. 3 packs remain in this opening. If you guys have had a good time, do not forget to subscribe. Appreciate you guys checking this out. Shout out to Sabri once again for allowing us to have these 2 awesome opening videos. Here we go. Mystical Sand again. Giant Soldier of Stone. Mystical Elf. 2 packs left. Yazi, Evil the Yangzing. Number 60, Dugatis, Math Mega Edition, Ashuna, Chris Shaw and Halka Fibrax, now banned. Last pack magic, guys. Send us a little luck in the comments. Here we go. 2 from the back. We have Vampire Takeover, Fossil Fusion, Lorage, Vision Hero, and a Chaos Grepher. All right, so we did not get snubbed this time completely. I was hoping for like an 8 ghost case. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But honestly, we got a pretty nice one, so we can't complain too much. Check out Ruxin34.com. Check out the Whatnot link down below and Starford Systems link. Don't forget to shout out Sabri in the comments for allowing us to open this awesome case. And congrats on your pull. Check out some other videos on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Shout out to America Deutscher, Brandon Cheney, Adams, Ghost King TCG, Ronald Apple. Oh, and Archlord Christia First Edition! Thema Trading, Gilded Cowboy, Ian Musa, Junior Barty. Oh my goodness! Robert F., Changalang, Crypto Poppy, and Dr. Bob. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys next time. The Blue Eyes White Dragon!